Just a robot.
HELLUVA Boss has certainly come a long way, hasn't it? It started off as a pilot that was very similar to the style of The Office. It was a bit too fast and unfocused for some people and they complained. But luckily, the first episode fixed a lot of that, and actually had a focused story. They also switched out Millie's voice actress, which some people liked, some people didn't like, but I thought I might as well mention it so you guys don't tell me it in the comments section. Episode 2 seems to be everyone's favorite so far, although starting off too strong can make the other episodes that come after feel a bit underwhelming. I guess I should also mention that the Harlequin clown is voiced by the Beetlejuice guy. I mean, I flashed up a picture of him in my review and people still told me that he was voiced by the Beetlejuice guy in the comments section. Episode 3 was also good, but episode 4 was a bit rocky. Don't get me wrong, it was absolutely hilarious, but it had several flaws with it. Like, why didn't the imps just kill their target instead of trying to get him to kill himself? If the machine could reverse their age, then why didn't they use it? But it also showed that the human world wasn't just a place for the imps to just go to and get free kills. Humans appear to have technology that could be a threat to either heaven or hell. Which of course is a great idea if the human world was just a place that the imps would just go to, kill someone and come back. The show would get quite boring and stale really fast. Episode 5, the last episode to come out before this one I'm reviewing now, which came out, hang on a second, let me check. Over 3 months ago! Episode 5 had some of the best animation, and it seems to be everyone's second favorite episode, just behind episode 2. I know a lot of people like episode 2, but if you took out the scene with Stolas and his daughter, episode 5 is just about better in every way. In my personal opinion, episode 5 has also had so far the best action scene, and it added to the lore by explaining what holy weapons actually do. The best way I can describe episode 6 is, it kind of feels like a combination of the last 5 episodes, and I'll explain that throughout my review. The episode starts off as a literal combination of the first 5 episodes, where Agent 1 and Agent 2 have collected video footage of the imps. But they have a lot of video footage of the imps that they couldn't possibly get, because there's no way they could have gotten certain camera angles. Were they given this video footage by the cherubs? Or were the animators just reusing footage from previous episodes because they have a limited amount on their budget? I'll let you decide. Now, this is obviously a callback to episode 3, where Luna said that they had to go to Earth with human disguises, not without them. Because if they didn't do that, well, they could end up in a situation like the one in this episode.
You fucking idiot.
But this does raise a question. Is the public aware of demons, or do only certain government groups know about them? If the pilot is canon, then people do know about demons because they were on the fucking news. You know what, with how much people distrust news organizations now, it wouldn't be surprised me if the humans saw the demons on the news and still didn't believe they were real. The secret agents conveniently discover the immediate murder professionals.
Oh, well, that's convenient.
I already said that!
Blitz pokes Moxie while there's a water balloon stuck to his finger. Yes, it's a water balloon, and it can't possibly be anything else.
I'd like to see the suits of corporate corners losers now. That was pretty badass.
Super badass.
Yes, it was very badass of you two to take them out with guns. You don't need to do anything else badass, especially if it does not involve guns.
They aren't here! It smells like they went this way.
I got something else for you to sniff, Luna. Blitz and Moxie are being interrogated by government agents, and Moxie makes a joke food order very similar to the ones my roommate Professor Dreadlock always makes when we're in a hurry.
I'll have a Neapolitan cappuccino, more cappa than chino. Make sure it's got no more than 4 ounces of milk. The beans won't have the right texture otherwise. And make sure they spell my name correctly on the cup. If you can't handle that, I'll have a venti traditional misto. Please use soy milk with 2 blonde shots and ristretto.
How did I get it?
You've had us tied here for what, hours? And you haven't even had us confirm what exactly we are.
What are you?
I'm a Virgo.
Pah! That one's hilarious. I gotta use it sometime. My star sign is a Sagittarius, by the way. Luna and Millie break into the secret agent headquarters, and they have a fight scene that really reminds me of Bunny Kills. Does anybody remember that?
Damn, you're pretty agile for an old lady. I'm like 5 years older than you.
Oh, so now we know that Millie is in her early to mid-20s. Neat. That means porn of her is 100% okay. She still looks like a lolly, though.
You know, that's just like, your opinion, man.
Does Millie ever peg you?
Sometimes. Wait! Ew! Fuck! Why that?
Oh, that's great. A joke and a callback to a previous episode. I'm glad they're keeping continuity.
She totally pegs you, doesn't she? I knew it.
The secret agents drug them with truth serum and they both start tripping balls. They fit the song sequence into the illusion, which is always a good idea. It leads to some nice visuals, and damn does this animation look good. Did they hire a different animation studio? This looks like it's way above their average quality. For some reason in Blitz's drug trip, Moxie has an upper-class British accent.
I simply follow your orders. It isn't my fault if your orders are as nonsensical as a sun-tanning bed left out on the cold rainy porch of a fresh April shower.
Why are you talking like that? What the fuck does that even mean?
And he's in drag again, just like in episode 4. Now I do have one minor nitpick. There's this really fast edit right here.
I've been a jackass, it's true.
You've been a jackass,
But
it's
soon
true.
as we're back as ourselves.
I don't know why that edit happened so fast. It just seems like it really clashes with the rest of the really good animation and editing in the song. I really like the slow moments between the characters. It's easy to write characters just swearing and making jokes, but emotional moments are some of the hardest things to write. And it's followed by a really awesome badass action sequence. And if you're wondering why the secret agents are using melee weapons instead of guns, fuck you, that's why. I think my favorite part is when Millie chops off this guy's arms and legs and he's still in the background flopping around. And this action scene really explains why the episode was several months late. The agents lose and they lock up the building. Luckily, the immediate murder professionals have a book that could teleport them.
Shit, I can't read the spell in this light. I can't see dick.
Damn it, Looney, you don't have the spell memorized? That was your one job. But luckily, Stolas comes in and saves them. Apparently, he can teleport to the human world without the book. Maybe he actually memorized the spell.
Are you alright?
Oh, I'm fine, Stolas.
Good. How the fuck did you get caught by humans? Are you little creatures not being careful up here? You know, if you get in trouble, I get in trouble. We don't want that.
And just like with the cherubs in episode 4, the secret agents seem like they're going to return. Overall, this episode was certainly one of the better ones. I liked it better than episode 4 and 3. Hell, this might be my favorite episode so far. I definitely put it up there with episode 2 and 5. Just like episode 5, it had some great action scenes and animation. Just like in episode 4, they introduced a new villain who's going to be returning later. And this episode basically had callbacks to the last 5 episodes. If this show was from a big studio, it wouldn't be that important. But the fact that this show was started by a YouTuber is just amazing. I hope more and more YouTubers start making their own TV shows. That way we'll actually be taken seriously by the mainstream. This show even manages to have panning shots. Do you know how hard that is to do in non-3D animation? I'm even trying to get my own animated show off the ground, Fast Fictional Fights, which you guys should definitely check out. But now that we know that Stolas can show up anytime to save the imps, it causes some problems. Mainly because now we know that the imps are never in any real danger because Stolas can just save them. And judging from the season 1 trailer, there is at least going to be one more episode focused on Stolas. I think Stolas might die in the next episode.
You heartless monster.
If my prediction does come true, I just want to say, I totally called it. If they kill him off, that means he won't be able to show up to save them whenever. My prediction is that Stolas is going to be killed by Stryker. But now that Stolas' wife got revenge on her husband, she'll come after Blitz next. If you guys missed my robot voice, just so you know, I do make an unlisted video that will be linked in either the description or the comments. That is just like this video, but with the robot voice. And if you want to see more of my Helluva Boss reviews, please check out my Has-Been Hotel / Helluva Boss playlist. Also, I just did a collaboration with Butters. It's about Miku versus Godzilla, so you guys also should definitely check that out.
Your suit is tacky. Fuck, I'm sorry.
How fucking dare you? You have